I hope you enjoy this video. I felt that I had to say my bit on this. When you've got big platforms like IFL talking about this and Sky putting stuff out and that, and people trying to put certain people into the mix with certain fighters. They're doing it with Joe Gallagher and Bombay Dave. The Gads talking about their rivalry. It's like Man City and Macclesfield Town, isn't it? Them two. That's the difference, isn't it? And it's the same with Carl Froch and Tony Bellew. One with 11 wins over world champions and one with 4 and an asterisk next to every single one of them 4. So I just thought I'd put my tuppence worth in and point out a few facts and stats. I hope you enjoy. Well, peace out. And remember, Froch is Hall of Fame.
Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.
I'm Peter Fury, and don't forget to subscribe to Porky's Corner, because I've been a helmet of the month and you need to listen to me. Yeah? So follow him, yeah? And get the fella some followers up, for Christ's sake. He wears his heart on his sleeve, he's a good man, Russ. So follow Porky's Corner, he says it as it is, and you know, I appreciate the helmet of the month, Russ. No problem,
thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate.
Bobby Wells for England stands 6 feet 5 inches, and he's towering over this somewhat roly-poly figure, jolly figure of Joe Egan from Donore in Dublin. Egan almost snarling in his anxiety to get close and being picked off unmercifully. Standing count, second time. Barely stand up. And Wells isn't exactly fresh. Oh, he's got it. He put it the right hand sweeping up, and Egan couldn't step out of the way of it. And the referee has counted Egan out on his feet in the final round. He couldn't make it to the end. What a shame that is for him.
Right, there you go. There's 2 videos there. There's one of Joe Egan sparring when he was 17 years old, and one of Mike Tyson sparring when he was 17 years old. Now, Mike Tyson at the time were knocking out professional fighters who had 25 fights, right? So, let me know what you think about them 2 videos. Alright. Toughest white man to ever spar Mike Tyson. Yeah. Alright, pop, pop, bang. Big Joe Egan, I'm still waiting for you to come on Zoom. I've got 9 questions I want to ask you. Why are you swerving me? Why are you swerving me? Normally we can't shut you up on social media, can we? Hey? So, 2 minutes. Okay? Pop, pop, bang. Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here Nobody dare say. That's why you've tuned in. So all them lickers on them other channels, they don't want to cover stuff like this, do they? Because they all need access. Can't poke it. Need access. Right. You might have seen in the last few days something on Sky and there's something on social media, people going on about Tony Bellew, they're comparing his career to Carl Froch's. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Sky are obviously struggling for content, so they wheel Andre Ward out, don't they? And he goes on about Calzaghe and Bellew and some Froch, all that, whatever. Look, Bellew's his mate, and he want the they both have a very tiny, small part in a Creed film. So it is what it is, isn't it? Didn't Bellew declare his undying love to Stallone and thanked him and all that? And then Stallone fell out with all the Rocky people, you know, Erwin Winkler and all them, all their family. And before you know where you are, Tony done dirty on Stallone, hasn't he? And gone in this other film. I don't know. I don't get involved in all that politics. But I'm here to talk facts today. I'm here to talk facts, not loyalty and that, because at the end of the day, Tony Bellew is going to look after Tony Bellew, isn't it? It's not that long ago. He was ringing Dennis when I worked for Dennis. I'm going back years and years and years ago before he even were a European champion. He was in touch with Dennis and complaining that I said that I'd upset his son by putting a video on my Twitter to my 21,000 subscribers at the time, saying that Tony Bellew had not beat a champion. Facts. And after that, he went for European and world and still didn't beat a champion. Facts. Your words, paper champion, Tony. Remember what he said about Cleverly? You never reach a champion. You never reach a champion. What did Cleverly say? Cut your legs off, didn't he? He just went, I beat you. That was before the second fight. But I've got some statistics here. I just think that people should have a listen. Right, here we go. Right. Tony Bellew, 34 fights, 30 wins, 3 losses, knocked out twice, and a draw. A stinky draw against Isaac Chilemba. Right. Carl Froch, 33 wins, 2 losses. Kessler and Ward. He rematched Kessler. Ward didn't want to come to the UK. Facts. Tony's losses. Usyk, Stevenson. Stevenson put him on bottom moon, so did Usyk. And Cleverly beat him on points. So, Froch has had 1 more fight than him. Okay. Who's had the most knockouts? Bellew 20, Froch 24. Froch's KO percentage, 73%. Bellew's 67%. So more fights, more knockouts, and a better KO ratio. We're only just getting warmed up. This is an easy one, really. I don't even need to research the Cobras. Let's have a look at how many Olympians Tony Bellew's been in with. 1. 1 Olympian. We're off to Button Moon. Follow Mr. Spoon. Button Moon. Button Moon, Tony. Eddie trying to lift him up. So you got put on Button Moon. How many Olympians has the Cobra been in with? Oh my God. 8. 8 Olympians. Groves didn't go Olympians, but he beat the Galen amateurs, but 8. Let's read them out. Who the Cobra beat, who were Olympians? Charles Adamo, Brian McGee, Robin Reed, John Pascal, Jermaine Taylor, Andre Dirrell, Lucian Bute, and Andre Ward. That's 8. 8. 1. 4 of them undefeated. 4 undefeated and Olympians. Unbelievable, isn't it, that? So going 7-1 against Olympians, Tony went 0-1. So there's no comparison there, is there? Right? Let's move on to career title fights. Bearing in mind, the great Carl Froch, NBA Hall of Famer, 4-time world champion, 21 title fights in his career. No European belt, though, because Christian Sanavea said, I don't want to fight him. Don't want to fight Carl Froch. So what can you do? Tony Bellew, how many career title fights? 9. We don't count trinket belts, Tony, hardcore boxing. 6 British and Commonwealth, mainly more Commonwealth. 1 EB, including 1 EBU. And 3 world title fights. So Tony had 9 title fights. Carl Froch, 21. That's another L for Tony. Right, of them undefeated. Of them where am I going here? 21 title fights. Froch had 12 world title fights and 9 British and Commonwealth, winning the British outright. Tony didn't get a British outright. He didn't get and he gave up the Commonwealth, didn't he, or whatever. I don't know what happened with that, but so basically 9-21 and world title fights. Tony Bellew 3, going 2-1, and Carl Froch going 10-2, lost to Kessler and Ward, rematch Kessler. So that's another L for Tony. Why Sky had even put that up, I don't even know. I don't know. Bellew's got 7 trinket, winning 7 trinket fights as well, but trinket belt fights. But we don't really count them, do we? Old school fighters like Carl Froch, they just turn around to the promoter and say, I ain't paying no fees for trinket belts. I'm going to get my ranking on blood, sweat and tears and hard fights. Bellew blagged it. I want a ranking. Let's get trinket belts. Let's manoeuvre me. That's all his career has been, manoeuvring. Froch went in the Super 6 to fight Roadman Killers. Bellew knocked the opportunity to go in that cruiserweight tournament. He then waited for the winner, a bit like Lucien Bute. When he fought Froch, he'd had 10 defences. He didn't go in the Super 6. All the Super 6 guys did all the heavy lifting, not Bute. So Bute wasn't ready for the Cobra, were he? He got lit up. But, you know, you just look at the Cobra's record here. Look at the guys on it. Hey? Unbelievable. I mean, people go on about it to me. Joe Calzaghe digging Carl Froch out of the week. Jermaine Taylor, he was past his best. Jermaine Taylor was still a world champion over 5 years later after Froch lit him up. 5 years later, he was still a world champion. And it took him another year to get that belt off him. He never fought again, so he ended his career as a world champion, Taylor. Arthur Abraham, after Froch beat him, right? After Froch gave him his first beating, because he got disqualified against Dirrell, didn't he? After dropping Dirrell, who won an Oscar. He is an imposter, Arthur said. Ward fought Arthur Abraham after Froch, didn't he, right? But the point I want to make is Arthur Abraham went on to win 8 more proper world title fights in his career. So it's not like he beat a shell of a man, and before Froch fought him, he'd had 10 defences of his middleweight title and moved up. So what's Tony done? What has he done here? Against undefeated guys in his career, he's got a win over a journeyman earlier in his career, and then he's got 2 other losses. You know, Stevenson and not Stevenson. What's he called? Cleverly, sorry. They were undefeated, and Usyk. So he beat a journeyman in the undefeated guy. So got 1 win over undefeateds. Never beat an undefeated guy apart from a journeyman. His career's the biggest fraud to ever be in boxing, but yet he's spouting off left, right, and centre about what he's done in his career and all these sit-downs with Simon Jordan, James English, and all these hour-long bore feasts that we have to listen to in his book. Oh, we have to listen. Has anybody read his book? And an interview after interview droning on about his CV. His CV is one of the worst CVs to ever hit the CV list. Bellew's CV is that bad. Not took a belt off a champion for starters. He's beat 1 undefeated guy in his career. And Mr. Cobra beat. 7, is it? No, 6. And the last 2 ward. And that's not counting Abraham. Well, let's have it right. We know what happened there, don't we? He got robbed against Dirrell, didn't he, for dropping him. Dirrell's a fake. But Bellew, 0-1 against Olympians. It's proper embarrassing. I've never seen such an embarrassing career. A man who can blag a career, and yet you've got people on social media abusing me because Carl Froch did a video. And he gave Tony Bellew respect in his video, but I'm being abused. Because in his title, which was a bit of a clickbait, wasn't it? Saying that he beat Bellew. It was tongue-in-cheek, wasn't it? Tongue-in-cheek, but come on. They used to spar, didn't they? Was he 3 inches taller, 30 pound heavier when they sparred? They had hundreds of rounds. We all know what happened in those spars, don't we? Hey, he took a knee against him in sparring, but if you can test yourself against a bigger man that's stronger and taller with a longer reach, it's going to be no, is it, fighting at super middleweight? You've got to test yourself against the big guys, the best guys, haven't you? But his CV's pish. Could have done a lot better. 4 wins over world champions he's got. 2 against David A that we can't even really count, can we? Do we count them? A one-legged peg leg? What were the other one? Ilunga Macabo. He wasn't a champion at the time. He went on to get a belt, didn't he? But he weren't a champion at the time. And the other one is cleverly dragged him up 25 pounds. So there's always an asterisk against anything that he does. And what embarrasses Tony Bellew more than anything, when he talks about the Adonis Stevenson loss, he talks about, I've been in with Adonis Stevenson, a silver medalist. Yeah, Tony, he was a silver medalist, and you keep going on about it. But not an Olympic silver medalist. No. A Commonwealth Games silver medalist. You know, like a medal that they gave Paul Smith. He got a silver, didn't he? Hey, in Commonwealth Games when he fought John Pascal and got knocked about. Does anybody really count a Commonwealth Games silver medal? Got to at least get a gold, haven't you, in Commonwealth? But so don't be big in Stevenson up as this silver medalist. But technically, you're right, but stop trying to mislead fans. Going, yeah, I got knocked out against Adonis Stevenson, a silver medalist amateur. Yeah. Commonwealth Games. Not the Olympics, Tone, please. Stop it. Stop it, Tony. Tony. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. If you're going to pay Penfold 25 bags to train you, that's what you're going to get. You pay peanuts, what do you get? Monkeys. That's what you get. That's what my dad used to say to me. When he used to get me mates to mess about with my cars when I was a kid, escorts, Capris and bags of crap I used to buy, XR3s. Used to get me mates doing hammer and nail men, I used to call them. Hammer and nail men. Pay peanuts. You know what you get, don't you? That's about it, really. So, just a quick catch up with you. Like I said, look at the Cobra's career. Taylor, my God, done Hopkins twice. Like I said, Froch were up against him. When he fought him, I was like, oh, look what happened. Bit down on his gum shield and done him in. You know what I mean? Dirrell, for a nightmare. A nightmare. Could have gone either way, that, but he got the win. Booty, pound for pound. Another thing I want to go on about is Calzaghe. He vacated on the 270th day, the last day. Mick Hennessy back and forward, 270 days. Yeah, we're going to sort this fight. He vacated on the last day. Yeah, but poor kid, Carl Froch vacated. No, he didn't. He retired. He didn't swerve De Gale. And if he'd have fought De Gale, he'd have wrote him off. Can you imagine De Gale sat on ropes having a breather against the Cobra? De Gale's best 2 wins are who? Dirrell and Boutte. What was his 3rd best win over the top guy? Caleb Truex. That's it. That is it. But who took Dirrell and Boutte's zeros? Have a think who took the zeros off them. Who? Cobra took them zeros. The Cobra. James De Gale dining out on leftovers. It is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? And who's the other one? John Pascal. He took his 0 Olympian. He went on to do Diacono and Chad Dawson. They were pound for pound. What happened to that? What happened to that? Hey? Unbelievable. He took their zeros. Pascal went on to win light heavyweight in Neal. And then, after Froch done him, 15 years later, Pascal's still a world champion. So how good does that look? It looks fantastic on his CV, doesn't it? It's a fantastic win. And then we look at the pound for pound list. Ring Magazine, pound for pound. Carl Froch, number 6, pound for pound in Ring Magazine. Good check, 2014, number 6. Tony Bellew's been nowhere near pound for pound. So Sky Sports and Andre Ward, oh my God. You put a glass eye to sleep. You didn't want to come to Nottingham, did you, Pop Pop Bang? The man with no passport. Have a day off. Have a day off. So that's the Carl Froch versus Tony Bellew. Head to head. It's not even a head to head, is it? This is food and drink to me, innit? This is food and drink. So that's about it, really. Poached egg on toast now. A cup of tea with honey. And then I'm gonna deal with this then. Oh. Remember that film, don't you? Glengarry Glen Ross. Do you remember Alec Baldwin in that film? These are the Glengarry leads. Oh. 91 bullet points. That's going to be an epic. I've been on that all weekend. That's going to be an epic. That. I don't know if I'm going to film that this afternoon and put it out tonight at 8 o'clock and go up against the Asylum. Would they be able to handle it? They'll be gagging to get John Ryder on tonight, won't they, to play victim, them boys, won't they? Hey? John Ryder, the man that's never won an area, English, British, Commonwealth, European or a world. Getting chance after chance after chance. Like Crusher Ben. He's never won an area, English, British, Commonwealth, European and world. He hasn't, has he? Crush. But no YouTubers are pulling him up on this, are they? Why do they keep getting opportunities? Is it because they're managed by Charlie Sims and trained by Tony Sims? I don't know. But that'll be 100 bullet points, that. By the time I'm ready for later on. Or I might film it Monday. We will see. Okie dokie. And I've got 2 interviews to watch while I have my egg on toast downstairs. I'm going to put them up on big telly. The Gad going on about legendary Hall of Famer, Ring Magazine trainer, Joe G. And his beef, intense beef, with Bombay Dave. Don't go away. Okie dokie. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Do I care what people think? I don't care. I don't care really. I'm just here to tell the truth and talk about statistics because I'm obsessed by numbers. I always have been ever since I was a little boy. Go on, get gone. Max, I bet you've not been up and done any exercise this morning, have you? Hey? Oxtail soup, Max. Sludged up to the eyeballs. Where are they gone? Come here. It's a cold one today, but my opinion still stands. Alexander Usyk lights Tyson Fury up, if he even turns up for the fight. Okie dokie. Go on, peace out. Look what we found, Rocky. Your Sport Billy ball. Do you remember? Does anybody remember that cartoon in 80s, Sport Billy? Watch this. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Ah, you lost that a few weeks back, didn't you? Come here. Ready? Come here. I haven't thrown it yet, and look. How thick are they, man? Ah! Go on, lads. Best creatures in the world, dogs. They love you for who you are. All you've got to do is feed them, walk them, bath them, stroke them and give them a kiss at night. That's it. That's all you got to do. Hey? That's all you got to do. Anybody who's cruel to animals, you get the same punishment as you would get for a human being. None of that torturing animals, torturing dogs and that, getting a 12-month sentence. It needs to be mandatory life. In HMP Wakefield, Monster Mansion. That's what we need. Come on, that's what we need. Come on, pop, pop, bang, hope you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Put a lot of effort into these videos the last couple of days. Peace out. I don't know how we're going to get it over here, chaps. What do you reckon? Oh, Rocky, you're not letting her have your ball, are you? Hey, come on then. Imagine if Rocky had a bag of sweets and he were at school. He'd be one of them brats, wouldn't he? You know, in class with a bag of banana and custard spice or something, or cough candy twists. He said, "Gives one of them." He'd go, "No, I can't. My mum says I can't." Wouldn't you? Like, gives a go on your bike. No, my dad says you can't have a go on my bike, Porky. You'll be one of them, wouldn't you, Rocky? Hey, you wouldn't share out, would you? Look at you with that ball. You left it here 2 weeks ago, you dosser.
When you get to 30, sprint back.
Have a split position. Charlie down.